Hi, all of you. I hope you can see me. I'm here from Peru in lockdown. I will show you some more cards because I have a feeling that you don't see all the cards here in front of me. Well, this is a very interesting time, isn't it? And there is more to happen. This is my second week in lockdown. It's my 12th day now. And the spirit guides told me to give you an update because I was offline for 2 months of the traveling, of the codes I received, of everything was what was going on, and that made me up till now do the video because they have some very interesting information about the lockdown and the twin flames at the moment. So, what is going on with the twin flames? The twin flames, they know their journey. They know what they must do. They know their mission at this moment. And they know and they do it. And there is no fear, there is no hesitation, there is just surrendering. And they doing their work. They connecting with spirits, they connecting with the energies, they meditate, they do the work energetically. That means that they sending healing to the coronavirus, they do it every day. So if you're not one of the people that is doing this every day and it's not your mission, maybe it's good to or listen to it and start doing your mission. Or if you're not ready for this to hear, then please cancel your subscription and go to someone else. Because from now on, I heard that I only need to do the work on a higher frequency. And the people who understand this, the people that say, okay, my twin flame is out there, I'm doing my mission, and don't see every other relationship as a new twin flame coming in, because the twin flames are rare. The twin flames are doing the work for the collective and the higher good of all. So it doesn't mean that if you're doing your 9-to-5 job and waiting for a new romance or a new love in your life, then you know this is not the video for you. Of course, you can watch and see how you can upgrade your energy, how to become more awake to everything that's happening in this world. But for now, that's probably why I couldn't upload the videos, because there was something big going to happen, and that the energies and also my energies of the level of frequency needed to upgrade to reassure everyone that they at the right frequency. I will give a lot of information as always for 3D and 5D, because we're ascending to 5D now, and there's a lot going on. And it does mean, the only thing I want to tell you, don't be in fear, because everything will always come out for the best and the good of humanity and all. If you see, and that means you have to meditate every day, tune in with your guides, tune in with the Acturians or the Pleiadians or your planet and star beings, so you can be guided by your star family to do the work here on Earth, to transform all the lower frequency of energies. And then I mean lower frequency of energy is government, schools and all of this is now closed. But know that they're still working on the background, and we need. Oh, sorry, guys. I will put that off. Because that's what we need to do, just to okay, I see a military vehicle for the first time coming back in the street today. They left all yesterday and now one is back. So there is definitely something going on in the streets of Peru, and there's a change coming. I feel the energy becoming lighter here. I feel it's going to be heavier in Europe and in America. But upgrade your energy to the highest frequency. Don't let your mind mess up in lower frequencies of lust, lower frequencies of attachments, lower frequency of depending on other people. You are your own guidance, and your own connection is with your star family. From here, people saying no matter what, I will keep it this way. So I hope all of you will be happy to listen to this new version. And I want to say what's going on in the masculine energy, because there's a lot of going on in the masculine energy at the moment. They're totally chaos and they need to get in balance. Totally chaos and need to get back in balance. The way of thinking is out of control. They don't know what to do. They try to contact everyone. They try to contact people from the outside, from the inside, through signals, through communication, through internet, through telephone. How they should get back in balance, because they don't have a clue, because of those waves, because of everything that's changing, how to get back in balance, because they didn't see this one coming. They probably felt it coming, but never thought that they would, be on open sea in storm. So they need to know how to handle this storm. Okay? How they feel in their heart space. They feel in their heart space that all the options they had are gone. No options anymore. No communication, no new things that will come their way. It's like, okay, all my options I had, and I had stored in my heart, I wanted to do this and this and this and this and this. Yeah, that's gone. I don't have these options, and I don't future to these options. So every cup that was filled, and it was in reverse, is now empty. So they have no clue how to restore it, what to do with it, and how to connect. How to connect with their heart, how to connect with the energies around them. They don't know anymore. They don't know anymore how to do this. They see the relationship with the Divine Feminine, how they feel about the Divine Feminine, is that they can't see and they can't feel it. They have no connection with her whatsoever, because all the energies are cut off. The energies to connect with her, because it's from a lower vibration. It could be that the feminine is on a higher frequency, that it's hard for them to connect with them. but that will solve when they're coming back out of lockdown. Because now everything is locked down, except for your connection with spirit. And your connection with spirit will always be there. But the connection between you and him, if you are in separation, there is no communication. They have no sight of you. They don't know how you feel. They don't know what is going on. So they start to think that you're trapped now, that you feel trapped now because there is no communication. The only thing what matters now is that you communicate with your spirit guides, that you communicate with your star beings, that you communicate with your higher self, with your source, to upgrade the energy and to reset your system to a higher frequency, to a higher light, to a higher energy, so you can fulfill what is needed to do here on earth. And we need to send healing on a high frequency of light, violet flame or white light or golden white light, integrating in the grid. So you are the channel. Expand your energy within your body and send it out into the world and to the virus, because the virus can't sustain on a higher frequency of energy. So the higher your frequency of light is, the more we can fight this virus, what's going on. And they think we are locked up, but we have more freedom within, because freedom is a state of mind, is not a state of, being outside. If your mind isn't free of thinking, if your mind isn't free of everything else, then you start to revolt, then you start to feel uneasy, then you start to feel, okay, gosh, oh wow, now I see there's a Maria statue right in front of me. And that's really, really, also a sign of Maria, that I'm on the good track and that I'm, serving you all for the best. So let's see what's going on in the feminine's mind space. It's the feminine is on fire. The feminine sees things as a new opportunity, wants to do new things, and is ready to take up the task of the healer, take up the task to heal this frequency and to block all the negative, low frequency and of the Illuminati. So the Cabal, Illuminati, they are blocking it. It's also, they have new fire and new energy to look at the relationship in another way. What are they feeling in their heart space? In their heart space, they're feeling love. They are connecting with their loved one through energy, maybe social media, communication, but they don't let every moment pass by to show and to say to the ones they love, to give them a message, or to send them a heart, or to send them a kiss or a hug in the virtual world. But the most important thing they are doing is connecting with their love for themselves, for the community, for the greater good of all, and they sending love from their heart space to the collective or to the ones they love. So the feminines are very connected with their loved ones. They're thinking about their loved ones, and that's it. How they see the divine masculine is they see that he needs rest, that he maybe needs to, how do I call it, meditate, be creative, and try to get out of his mind. You know, for the ones who still can go outside, you know, go into nature and go into, you know, in nature to do the things you need to do. Okay? But she sees he needs rest and that he needs to lay down and that he needs to be ready to recuperate, because all of this takes a lot of the masculine energy, because the masculine is the doing, and the fire energy, like thinking logically, going into warrior mode, want to solve things. But this is really what he needs at the moment. And the world gets stopped now. The world really gets stopped because of what's going on, you know. If you can't go outside, go inside and look for yourself where you can make the change. Then you probably see that you're overworked. Then you probably see that you make a fuss out of little things. Then you can see that certain things doesn't matter at all, you know, and that family is most important. That all the quarrels are going to laid down to rest, because you never know if there comes a time that you would see each other again or not again, you know. There is all this uncertainty going on in the collective. Make sure and find out for yourself that you know that you are make sure that you are that you know that you are okay. Whatever happens, but you will always be okay. Don't get into the fear mode, because, you know, go in the surrender mode. And I know it's hard for women with children. That's what I get through, because the kids don't really understand why they can't go to school, why they can't see their friends, and it's really now the time of freaking communication. This is why it's all about, you know, parents that put their children on the couch and let them play a video game. They need to communicate why this is all going on and why they can't go on the streets, you know. So it's the time of communication with the loved ones. You know, if you can't communicate with your twin flame, it's okay. Let it go. Let it go in that surrender mode. Don't do anything that, you know, disturb your peace. If you can't be with each other, you can't be with each other. If you are with each other, you know, communicate about the things that you want to do for the collective together. Communicate about what you want in the future for both of you. And see how it works out, how you are together, you know, when you are together with your twin flame. There's no escape now, you know. You can't run away. You can't go outside and say, you know, I'm going out for a walk or you know, get the heck. No, now you're stuck with each other, and you have to face the communication together. And I think it's a good thing for all of you out there who are together with their twin flame. And you probably already know what your common good is, your common goal is. So if your common goal is about, you know, playing music, doing ceremonies together, awaken the bigger mass, you know, you're perfectly fine. You're on one line with each other. And now all the twin flames, after this, after this big thing, the third wave will come in. You know, the wave of the twin flames that are doing this work for a long time by themselves. They will get their partner. Not every twin flame, masculine and feminine, jumped at the same time. So if you're, it could be that your twin flame is still in 5G. And if he's still in 5D, he will give you guidance what to do on this earth plane, what you must do to heal the masculine in this earth. I had a conversation here in Peru with a couple of guys. I said, you want to be a masculine or distorted masculine, or do you want to be a divine masculine? Yeah, we all want to be a divine masculine. Well, this is what needs to be done to be a divine masculine. And then it's like, whoa, you know. And I think I'm here in Peru for a reason. I see that the Netherlands can still walk out and once a day, and you know. But it's for me here, I feel safe. For me here, I get totally every day, I get downloads to help you guys to upgrade my energy, and everything will turn out for the best. That's what I feel. This is the time we're waiting for such a long time. And some of you guys, they have no clue what's going on in this world. I hope I can make you aware of it. And by the readings, by the energy transmissions. So, well, the divine masculine is, let's see, yeah, that's better. The divine masculine is holding his money. And actually, it's better if you have an amount of money and you have savings on the bank, get it off the bank as quick as possible. That's what I feel. That's what I think we needed to do, as the whole bank system will collapse. Wow, more police coming in and more military coming in now. So, yeah, that's what I see what's needed. You know, I will explain. The military was totally gone yesterday, and now I see a few cars and vehicles coming in again, and they take their station post again. So they were gone for a whole day. Something was going on, maybe a debriefing or whatever. I have a feeling that there was something going on with the dumps. Not far away there was an earthquake. I didn't feel anything about an earthquake, and the first thing they said, there's an earthquake. I said, no, there's no earthquake. They just rolling up some underneath reptilians. That's the only thing I can say. They just integrated. That's why I think they were gone for almost two days here. So, but that's out of the order. Let's go back. The masculine is holding on to his money, and it could be that he is more greedy than ever. Then he's holding on to material things. He's holding on to stuff that really takes care of him and supporting him. But I want to also ask you, you know, look at the things that you don't need in your house. Look at it and get rid of it. Everything that has no meaning to you, get rid of it, because it's just material things. Give give it to someone who can use it. If you have 2 coffee machines, maybe there is someone else in your neighborhood who is poor and doesn't have a coffee machine. Give it to your neighbor. If you have, now is the time to share your abundance and to receive it back. And if we're doing this, we are totally getting upgraded and rewarded for that. Because in a time of need, we need to share. Even if you can't, if you know that your neighbor is elderly, and they're not able to get out of the house, and you're not knowing if they're doing well, start to write notes to each other. Cook a pan of soup for them. Make soup for them and put it on the front door. Call and say, okay, here's a note. Are you okay? This is for you. I cooked for you. I'm perfectly fine. I don't have any symptoms. I hope you're doing well, and this is the way I can keep track of you. So that's what's going on. What you can do, instead of holding everything to yourself. It seems that Spirit is not even talking through the cards, but they're just giving me downloads what to say. And the masculine is very outwards, like possessive of their cars, of their stuff, and things like that. And that's not an issue now. Try to share. This is how they see the divine feminine. Let's see. Yeah, they see divine feminine is still working during the lockdown with her energy, with people, made to do good for the collective. They see she is still not taking rest, and she's taking rest because of her meditations and stuff like that, and working for the collective. But also, he's seeing that she is still going on, that there is no that she isn't trapped in fear, or she isn't trapped in the collective anymore. I think because of the separation, you can concentrate more on yourself and on your star beings to be connected with your source. Okay, what's in the divine feminine space? What's her support? The support is that she get everything to her, and it seems like she gets food, she gets friends, she gets drinks. She's been taken care of from the collective, or from the star beings and the star family. Something good will come towards her. She knows that love will come towards her after this period. She knows and she feels that if her twin flame is also on this earth plane, and they already met, they will meet again, and they will come together, because that's the love, the big love that's coming her way from the heart space. Because she knew before she left, or before the lockdown happened, that she would meet, that this is the time that she would meet her twin flame. Because most of you guys already met your twin flame in 5D. And when his soul essence and his higher self contacted you in a higher realm before you met, and you saw each other in the 3D, he or she, and both probably both knew this is it. This could be it. And if there is a separation afterwards, this will be okay. It's perfectly fine because both of them have trust in the universe. If they need to be together, they will be together. So there is no worries, there is no stress about it. It's just time. And divine timing makes sure to both of them to get evolved. Because it could be that one saw the things different than the other person, and both of them are adjusting and getting that back in balance, to be equal with each other on all levels. And it's not about being higher or better than the other person. No, both. And I'm telling already the next card. Oh my goodness. They both need to be in balance. Yeah, both need to be in balance. And when they're both in balance, everything will happen for the greater good of all. Because if those two energies come together and they start to work together, oh my goodness, that is fireworks of the highest frequency. Because their love is on such a high level, and also being competitive. And I feel that the divine feminine knows that everything needs to be in balance with the divine masculine to upgrade his energy, and he needs time for that. So it doesn't mean that he needs to change for her. Oh my God. His frequency needs to change from his star family, because they want to upgrade him and not being stuck in the 3D surroundings where he's at. He has to, whoops, thank you. That was a pigeon. It was a confirmation. Wow. He needs to level up his energy, his frequency. Because if you're stuck in 3D, you get sucked down into the fear and the energies, what is holding you back to do your work on another level. If you connect with your twin flame energetically, and you start to do the work energetically together in the realm, wow, then you're creating so much love, you're creating so much light, that it's impossible for the cabal or lower entities, lower reptilian energy to disrupt this energy. There's no way. They will try to do the work, but they can't do the work because they are already exposed and dismantled. And if that happens, there is more fear coming up with them, and they will call in higher or lower powers of the inner earth. But because we are transmuting our energy into the earth grid, the lower beings can't come up because there's too much light. So that's why we have a lockdown, and Mother Earth can heal. She can heal herself from the cabal, from the reptilian energy, from the draconian energy. Mother Earth can heal now. And when she heals with our frequency, with the frequency of our star beings, then she will blast enormous resource from above to the surface of and into the earth, so the lower beings of the earth can't come up and can't destroy anymore, because their time is gone. they need to be in the lower astral worlds, in the lower worlds of the earth, to restore that. And they keep locked up till they turn around to the light. And if they turn around to the light, the star beings will help them, not judge them, not incorporate them. Everybody has a chance to change their energy from a lower frequency to a higher frequency. It's a personal choice. Make you a deal? Did you make a deal with the devil in past life or in this life? And you get scared and you don't want to be in that energy anymore, but you want to transform that energy, then you have a chance. But if you did really, really wrong in this world and misused your power, then it's judgment day. Because those lower frequency will be gone. If you murdered, if we've all been there, but in former lifetimes, and it's for them now to be locked down and change the way they view. And then they probably have to sit down for high treason for, a couple of years, or, also death sentence, by the virus they caused. That's a very mean laugh. Sorry, guys, but it's the energy that search for. That search for justice. That's the justice energy. Okay, so he's probably back in balance. He needs to come back in balance and choose which side he wants to be on. And that's what the Divine Feminine sees. That's what the Divine Feminine feels. What is blocking him? The door to healing and personal happiness. So it could be that he's stuck at work, that he has to do his job, and there is no time for healing, and there is no time for happiness at the moment. He doesn't know how to deal with the situation. He just is getting orders out, And by getting these orders out, if he needs to work at home, or it could be that he is stuck at work, literally, if you're taking care of other people in hospitals or whatever, there is no time for healing. It's only taking care of other people, and just don't know if you will be infected. So there's a lot going on. So I hope for the Divine Masculine, when he comes home, he starts to sleep. There is no time for relaxation. Only once a week. I feel that a lot of Divine Masculine who are working in healthcare, like doctors, nurses, they don't have time for themselves, and it is time for them to take very, very good care of themselves. It's now time to say, stop, I need time. I'm empty. What is he going to do about it? Now he starts to think about the Divine Feminine, what the Divine Feminine says, and he is still revolting, or I feel rebellious, still a rebellious energy against her, because deep in his heart he knows she's right, but he don't want to admit. And now he's, the things she said before, take care of this, take care of that, all the things that he really hated for, because he's she was caring and she saw things way before he did. Now he starts thinking about it. You know, he also starts thinking about it, about who is dear in his life. You know, who does he love and who does he wants to have in his life and who does he don't want in his life. You know, and that his family is the most important. So he is thinking about her, about her, what she's saying. Why I hear the energy saying, why the fuck does she always is right, you know? She is not leaving anything for me to think about because she already know. And it's just surrendering, because if they connect with their feminine side, their spirit guides will give them the exactly same information. But you know, the feminine are 8 years ahead, and they don't think about that. They think, you know, some energies still think you don't know as much as I do. Maybe on a logical level, they don't know everything what the divine masculine knows, but I see the divine feminine upgrading her energy, upgrading her masculine side, and that comes back into balance. And the masculine needs to upgrade his feminine side, and that doesn't mean that he needs to be a feminine. It means that he needs to go more to his emotional side and not being the weepy feminine, but being in balance with the emotions. That's what it means. And that's why he's thinking about the divine feminine, that gives him all the information. It could be that, you know, and that's also our task here. It's our task, you know, to help the divine masculine evolve in this big shift, going to a feminine energy. You see, the goddess is taking over. You know, the earth, Gaia, had it with us because we destroyed her. And because of that, everything starts to reboot, re-cleanse, restore, and that's it. And then after that shift, we need to come back in balance with each other. And I think the divine masculine starts to think about what is most important in his life. He knows if there is no work in his life anymore, that there is nothing left. What would happen now in this time of day if you didn't have any family? Would you be fine? If nothing else on the world, everything you cared about, everything you loved about, if it would disappear, this is the time to think about it. And I will all of this. A few days ago, I got the downloads, you know. I would be horrified as a person. As a person, I would be horrified that anything would happen to my family. But in spirit form, I would think, okay, I'm okay with that, because I will always be there with them. I will always be there in spirit form. So it affects me in my human being, but my higher source says everything will be okay. If you wouldn't return back home, everything would be okay. Because I think there would be a life for me here. Wow, this is the first time I hear this one coming through. So yeah, then there would be place for me here. And if that's the case, that's the case. And I surrender to it. I know my the separation would with my twin flame would take longer, maybe months, maybe a year. But I know it will. When I come back to my beloved, it will be, you know, anchored, because we would be there where we need to be to grow and do the work together. Okay, what's going on in the divine feminine? The divine feminine needs to meditate daily. I meditate twice, maybe 3 times a day, because there is no what do I have to say about this? Because there's nothing more I can do about making a talk to people here, or doing this work for you in the collective. I'm doing my rituals, I'm doing my prayers, I'm giving my healing. I'm doing daily, I'm doing something. If it's drawing, if it's energy work, if it's collecting codes, getting the light language through, I'm doing the work. The divine feminine is also feeling restricted, but she's doing it by herself. If she feels restricted, that means she's in her head space. Isn't in her heart space, that she isn't connecting with the spirit on a higher frequency. So make sure you're always in this vibration when you meditate a lot. It could be that you're watching a lot of movies at the moment. Don't watch too much movies, because you get sucked into that energy and you're giving attention to it. So it's okay to get your information, but then withdraw yourself, go back in meditation, and come back in your frequency and energy to upgrade yourself again. And you can connect with your star family. Okay. Okay. What connects the divine feminine and the divine masculine? The magician with the mirror and the light. They know that they are both transforming. They know they're both doing the work. I see that the divine feminine is doing a lot of background information at the moment. And I see the whole world is doing the background information. They only need to have the source where they resonate with. So it could be that one part of the community or of the collective is resonating with the Kabbalah energy because they're used to that energy. The other side is connecting more with the energies of the Galactic Federation and the 144,000. So they get another kind of information, and nothing is wrong and nothing is right, and it's all okay. We're all the same, and it's a choice. It's a choice of your soul. You want to go left or you want to go right. That's the case. And the energies of the light workers at the moment, they are shifting this energy. They are shifting the lower vibrations. So people wake up, see what happens, how controlled they are, and they are going to see it now as more than ever by who they get controlled, and they get out. Everybody who gets controlled gets out of the situation, no matter where it is. If you're suppressed by government, if you're suppressed by your partner, or you're suppressed by anything else, then you will get out of it. And the magician is transforming this energy. So it's needed on the 4 of April at 8 o'clock. They all will be in meditation. The whole world of the light workers are collectively connected with each other to do the healing. So if you are out there and you don't know this yet, please tune in on the 4th of the 4th. That's the twin flame energy. 4. 1, 1, 1, 1. 4 is the energy of the twin flames. So the twin flame, masculine and feminine, will do the work to create a huge sphere of universal light connected to their star family, connected and bring it down into the earth grid. And then the storm will come afterwards, because everyone needs to shift. So I'm calling you all to check out, the timetables and the different timelines where you're in. So you can connect with the Netherlands at 8 o'clock in the evening, 8 p.m. So we can all collectively do this work at the 4th of April. What will bring them together? The world. The world will bring them together because they feel they're all disconnected from the world now. That will make them go inside and watch the world from a distance. Is this the world I live in? Is this the world I want to be in? Is this the world I want to share with someone? I want to share my world with someone who has the same opinion, who has the same view, who is resonating on the same energy. And then we will create a new world. The time of greed, the time of taking care of other people first is over. You need to have the energy first to take care of other people and take care of yourself. So first to yourself. I always say, give 3 times more to yourself than 1 time to someone else, because you need the energy to give, to give, to give, and to give. So, and both of you know that this world is changing, and not only changing, it's changing for the good of humanity. And probably not all will see it because they're not that awakened yet. Let's see, there aren't really much about energies that I need to clarify, because everything is already set by spirit before I drew the cards. So what's the energy now here? Again, the energy of the divine masculine is thinking about the divine feminine. He wants his twin flame near him to do the work. He misses her energy, misses her knowledge, misses her humor, and she is about thinking home. She wants to have this, to be with him, to have this home opportunity, to be with family. That's her main thing for the divine feminine. One for the collective. One card for the collective, please. One card for the collective. Yeah. The sun. Wow. After all of this, well, the sun came out There are no chemtrail, there is no weather communication, and this sun also will destroy the virus that's going on, because the virus can't sustain by sunlight. So that's why the sun is coming in. That's why they clear out the skies. You know, Lima is always cloudy, and we see the clouds coming in because it's so high stationed, but I still feel the sun coming burning through. And this will happen for the collective. If we keep our energy up and we keep on shining our light, we will win this. We will win this virus quicker than we think. Okay, let's see. All the cards are so positive. You know, I had for a long time I didn't have so many positive cards for a while. The last energy update was so harsh and straight to the point. But yes, we were still in winter time, and then it's time of death, and you take. You say goodbye with everything that doesn't resonate with you anymore. Hope. Keep the hopes up. Keep your energy high. Dive into your emotions. Look at it. Ask yourself what is worthy of my time and what's not worthy of my time. It's a time for real big emotional clearing. How do you feel about certain things? So if you're doing the work, you know, everything will be fine. It's a time of hope, and it's a time of new chances, new energy, new abundance, and it will be totally different than it was before. Don't panic. In all cases, don't panic. That's what my guides are saying to you. Don't panic. You know, there's always enough. There is always support. It was very hard here to have support from the government, because now I know it was too crowded, it was too busy, but the support is there if you ask for it. And it's not coming from the government, it's coming from your support system, it's coming from your soul group. And I will leave it with this. I wish you all the best, and I will say bye-bye. And now I have to see how to put this off. Listo, para abajo, vamos para abajo. Va para abajo, todavía tienen acá que hacer. Aquí agarra la escoba y comienza a barrer todo entero. Mira. Am I spilling again? Oh, there's more going on. Oh my goodness.